Let's talk about God's protection in spiritual battles. Ephesians 6 verse 11. Put on the full armor of God so that you can take your stand against the devil's schemes. This means that imagine putting on a superhero armor to protect yourself from bad guys or bad things, like the devil who tried to trick you. Let's read James 4 verse 7. Submit yourselves then to God. Resist the devil and he will flee from you. This means that when we obey God and tell the devil to go away, he will run away like a scaredy cat because God is stronger than him. 1 Peter 5 verse 8 to 9. Be alert and of sober mind. Your enemy, the devil, prowls around like a roaring lion, looking for someone to devour. Resist him, standing firm in the faith. This teaches us that the devil tries to find people to make sad or scared. But when we stay close to God and believe in him, the devil can't hurt us. 2 Corinthians 10 verse 4. The weapons we fight with are not the weapons of the world. On the contrary, they have divine power to demolish strongholds. This means we use God's powerful love and kindness to fight against bad things and make them go away. 1 John 4 verse 4. It reads, the one who is in you is greater than the one who is in the world. This teaches us that God who lives in our hearts is bigger and stronger than any bad thing in the world, so we don't need to be afraid. Trust in him. Psalm 91 verse 4 says, he will cover you with his feathers, and under his wings will you find refuge. His faithfulness will be your shield and rampart. This tells us how God protects us like a mama bird who shields her babies under her wings from harm. Romans 8 verse 37. No, in all these things, we are more than conquerors through him who loved us. This means with God's love, we are like superheroes who always win against the bad things, against the bad guys, and come out victorious. 1 Timothy 6:12. Fight the good fight of faith. Take hold of the eternal life for which you were called. This tells us that we need to keep believing in God and being kind and brave to show others how wonderful the power of God is. 2 Timothy 4 verse 7 says, I have fought the good fight. I have finished the race. I have kept the faith. This means just like finishing a big race, we can trust God, finish what we need to do, and keep believing in him. Psalm 34 verse 7 says, the angel of the Lord encamps around those who fear him, and he will deliver them. God sends his special angels to watch over us and keep us safe from harm when we trust and respect him. 2 Thessalonians 3 verse 3. But the Lord is faithful, and he will strengthen you and protect you from the evil one. This verse tells us how God always keeps his promises and makes sure we are safe from the bad things the devil tries to do to us. Psalm 91 verse 11 to 12. For he will command his angels concerning you to guide you in all your ways. They will lift you up in their hands so that you will not strike your foot against a stone. This teaches us that God tells his angels to protect us wherever we go and make sure we don't get hurt. 1 Peter 5 verse 8 says, stay alert, watch out for your great enemy, the devil. He prowls around like a roaring lion, looking for someone to devour. Just like we watch out for danger when crossing the street, we should be careful and avoid the devil's tricks so he can hurt us. Ephesians 6 verse 12 says, for our struggle is not against flesh and blood. This means our fight is not against people. but against bad things. And God helps us win. Philippians 4 verse 13 says, I can do all this through him who gives me strength. With God's help, we can do anything, even beat the bad things in the world. 1 Corinthians 10 verse 13 says, no temptation has overtaken you except what is common to mankind. This means everyone faces hard times. Everyone faces one challenge or the other. But God always helps us get through them, only if you believe and trust Him. These verses I have just read, it reminds us of God's protection in battles. By trusting Him and wearing His armor, we become strong warriors and conquer fear with His love. God is our fortress, surrounding us with angels for protection. With faith, we can overcome any challenges. Just trust in God.